Suh, dudes. Suh. 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 Oh, my face looks so puffy. Damn. Gotta drink more water. I'm a little dehydrated over here. Suh, dudes. What's up, Logan? What's up, Josh? What's up, Aiden? What's up, Niall? Oh, yes. Rest in peace to Jimmy Carter, dude. I did hear about that. Yeah, he passed away at age 100. Yeah, dude. Oh, what's up, Quack? Thanks, bro. Appreciate your support, man. The lemon guy. Yes, I remember you from yesterday. I. It's always a weird time these days between Christmas and New Year. You know, like I don't really know what to do with them. You know, you just kind of ride them out. Yeah, you just go and just hope to enjoy the days because come January everything resumes. Yeah. What's up, Nick? Oh, you guys hear about Conor McGregor and Logan Paul? They're gonna fight, dude. Yeah, in India of all places. I should make a video. I should actually make a short about that. Yeah, bro. It's being promoted by the richest man in India, Mukesh Ambani. I think that's his name. He's in charge of like pretty much all the telecoms in India and a lot more too. And he's trying to promote tourism to India, which, you know, they definitely need. They could use a lot more tourism, definitely. They could use the money from that. Yeah, and the reports, which, you know, usually are wrong, are saying that Conor and Logan will each make $250 million for an exhibition boxing match. There's not even going to be a winner and a loser. They're just going to fight for shits and giggles and, you know, a few boatloads of money. Like a yacht load of money. I mean, dude, I don't think it's going to be 250 million. But, dude, even if it's 50 million, if they get 50 million each, that's still, dude, $50 million. Are you kidding me? Like, you'd be crazy to say no to that kind of money. So, yeah, dude, good for both of them. Like, really, hey, it's good for Conor McGregor. I think it's going to be a good fight because, well, Conor McGregor is fighting. Like, he's never once had a boring fight, the guy, ever. Every single one of his fights was always fun. The buildup was always fun. And, I mean, you know, like, real fight fans like myself, like, we know there's never been anything like a Conor McGregor in the fight game. At least not in my lifetime. Not that I've seen. Like, there's never been a guy who just makes you want to watch the fight as much as he does with his pre-fight and build-up antics. Like, the guy's trash talk is off the charts. He's going to call Logan a gay little nerd for sure at some point, and he's going to be laughing at his face about, you know, he's going to be like, there's levels to the game, kid. And, yeah, it's going to be good to see. It's going to be good. If Conor kicks Logan, bro, that'd be fucking awesome. That'd be really cool. If anyone can make Logan Paul look like a fool in the ring and outside the ring, it's Conor McGregor. Really. Like, Dylan Dennis couldn't do it. You know, he tried. As bad as he talked about his wife, it was like, it's just Dylan being stupid. But Conor, bro, oh, he's going to be coming up, you know. Yeah. It's going to be good to see. I can't wait to see it, bro. It's going to be fantastic. Yeah, I think Conor wins that fight. I really do. Conor is a phenomenal boxer. He's really, really good at it. And I mean, bro, Logan couldn't even. Well, to be fair, the Floyd fight with Logan was a long time ago, and yeah, I think Logan's gotten better since then for sure. But hey, Connor's a great boxer, dude. Oh my God, yes, Christoph. I know Mountain Blade. I used to play that game with some friends back in like the late 2000s. I want to say like 2008, 9 times. I remember that game. It was really big in Turkey, definitely. Because, yeah, bro, it was huge. I mean, I never particularly enjoyed that game just because, I mean, I thought there were better games out there. But yeah, I mean, bro, I couldn't beat Jake Paul in a boxing match. Like, he's a much better boxer than I am. I'm not even a boxer. RuneScape. uh, Colognes. What's Colognes? What else happened in news these days? Oh yeah, I did see the whatchamacallit, the 2 plane crashes that happened yesterday, bro. That's crazy. 2 in one day. Like I talked about the Korean one on stream yesterday, and then shortly after there was another one in Canada. I mean, that's actually crazy. Yeah, that's actually nuts. Like one of the crashes, the flight took off from the city I'm currently living in, and the other crash happened to be in Canada. Like that's actually nuts in the same day. Wow. Oi, that's messed up, man. But hey, I mean, plane crashes rarely ever happen, you know, just because, I mean, of how safe the industry really is. And I hope there's some new regulations that come from this, you know, because, I mean, for a plane crash to happen, many things have to go wrong. Like, planes have safeguards in place. Like, if one thing doesn't work, like if your plane landing gear doesn't retract, there are other ways to get it out. And if that doesn't work, there's another way to get it out too. There's usually at least 3 ways for something to work, if not more. So for something like that to happen, something catastrophic went wrong. And yeah, unfortunately. Yeah. Mm. Oh, what's up, Zephyr? I remember you, dude. Got this new stress ball, or like, I don't know if it's like a bouncy ball. You know, it's cool, bro. Mm. If you guys ever want to see how politics used to be, watch some of the old presidential debates from the 70s, 80s, 90s. Look how civil those guys were to each other compared to now. Like today, it's an actual shit show. It's a literal Call of Duty game lobby on a stage, you know, with 2 dudes in suits. Yeah. You're going to college in 8 months. Any advice? Enjoy the time, dude. It's gonna be over. Like the 4 or 5 years, how I mean, or 3 years, however long you decide to go, it's gonna be over. So enjoy the time. You know, it's gonna feel like it's, you know, gonna go on forever, but it's not. So yeah, bro. College, I mean, university for me was a very good time. It was always, you know, it was a fantastic time, dude. Yeah. I look back at it with fond memories. Oh, what's up, Cheese Stealer? We got a mod in the house. Let's go. A math education degree. Well, I hope that comes in handy for you. Can you make a video about me? I am bored and want to see something awesome. Make something up if you have to. That's hilarious. That's actually funny. This guy's funny. I like it. We've all accomplished so much this year. Yep, we absolutely have. And it's been a fantastic year. And, you know, a new one is around the corner, thankfully. I've been seeing, dude, just sometimes, you know, like I have to just completely not even go on social media, like in certain times, like, or like I'll see a post on Instagram, I'll be scrolling and I'll see something and I'm like, bro, fuck you. Like, just, I'll close the app. It's like, it's saying, oh, we got to do everything we can. You know, like it's that Men in Black post, like with the pencil that makes you forget your memories. It's like, we're going to use this to forget everything that happened in 2024 because the year sucked. I'm like, and of course, misery loves company. And, you know, during times of stress, scared individuals bunch together. It's a sign of weakness. You know, a lot of these, so many online communities nowadays is centered around that. It's about, you know, sharing in the misery all together. And I'm like, dude, like you're ignoring how amazing life really is. And it's passing you by. You're getting older every single fucking day. And you're here, you know, wallowing in the misery of how bad your life is through memes and online comments. Like, it's, I think it's fucking sad. I think it's fucking pathetic. Because, bro, like, it's, the world is amazing. You know, it's what you make it. You know, you can have all the money in the world. If you got a bad mindset, you're going to hate your life. You can also be broke as shit, have no money, but still enjoy your life, depending on what you make of it, man. Ugh. Like, I touched a bit on that last stream, how, like, just, you know, toxic the online world can be. Just because, yeah, I mean, yeah, it's when you're a toxic individual, you draw other toxic people to you. And, you know, you wallow and share in your misery. And it makes you think you're onto something when you're definitely not. You're just fucking ruining your fucking days. Sad. Yes, thank you, Quack, for bringing that up. Jimmy Carter passing away was the first thing I mentioned when I opened the stream. The very first thing I said. Rest in peace to a good man. A man who got a lot of things done. A man who changed the world, definitely. So rest in peace to him. And his legacy will live on as long as America lives on. Yeah. You're already balding and you're only 18. That's the way it goes, man. It's just happening early to you. It happened that way to my dad, too. When he was 18, he showed me a photo of his old license when he was 18. And, yeah, his hair was, like, just fully gone on one side, pretty much. And the other side was, like, here. But this side was, like, back here. And I'm like, damn, dude. Like, that's going to happen to me, too. Good thing it happened to me in my mid-20s instead of 18. My resolutions for 2025. I don't actually have any. I didn't write any down. I just, I don't really, you know, there were some years I believe in those things, and they can definitely happen if you know, have a goal to make it happen. But to me, it's the same goals that I've had before. You know, to keep growing my traveling channel, you know, start doing more of that. Yeah. That's been the main goal, to keep growing that side of my business, to do more investments, definitely. Yeah, that's the goal. Confederate Mapping. What a weird name. Can you react to the Battle of Balls Bluff? Balls Bluff. I've never heard that before. I'll check it out. Yeah, Sasuke. Time flies, dude. 3,000 videos, man. That's a lot of videos, man. I'm a dinosaur at this point on the online world. You know, like the average content creator, their lifespan is only 3 years. Sorry, 3 months, not 3 years. The average content creator lasts only 3 months until they fade into irrelevancy and no one remembers them again. I've been here 5 years. So we're getting fossilized soon. What shampoo do you think you'll use when you're not bald? Probably Head and Shoulders. Yeah, I've always used Head and Shoulders, even when I have been bald. So keep carrying on with the Head and Shoulders. Thank you, Quack. Will I go to Shanghai? I hope so. Yeah, bro. Gamer Yeet just asked a great question. Aces High or Fear of the Dark? Ooh, that's a hard choice, bro. Let's go Fear of the Dark. Aces High is a great song, but it's just too short. But Fear of the Dark is longer. I saw Fear of the Dark live. I saw them, like, when I was at the Iron Maiden concert, they played that song, and that's awesome. Like, when the drop happens, like, after the first intro, just, like, everyone in the audience collectively came. That's how fucking good that drop was. Yeah. If I was a pro athlete, what sport would I play? Golf. Yeah, bro, it's easy. Fuck it. Like, it's the easiest fucking sport. Like, the worst injury you have is like, you know, maybe your hip doesn't rotate properly. You got to go get it aligned. You know, there's no ACL tears. You know, you don't tear your pec. You know, you don't break your arm. You don't break your leg. It's easy. You know, I mean, I've talked a lot of shit about the sport of golf, and there's an update to it. Golf is hard. Like, absolutely. Golf is a hard sport. It's not an easy sport by any means. It's a very competitive sport, and it's a very technical sport, too. Yeah, Quack. Thank you, bro. It is the right answer. Yeah, it's a very, like, I can't swing properly on a golf, you know, swing for the, like to save my life, dude. I can't fucking do it. And yeah, I mean, people take years to perfect that technique. So, but it's also easy, I mean, compared to other sports, because you're not really taking damage. Yeah, I couldn't beat Trump in a golf match. Trump's actually a good golfer. Like, the pros who've played with him say he's actually a good player. So, yeah. Come back to Canada. We miss you in Toronto. Well, thank you, but it's all good, bro. I like my life here in Thailand. Ever tongue punch a fart? Is that a fantasy of yours? You got to get a new fantasy, bro. This guy. He goes to bed thinking, maybe tomorrow I'll tongue punch a fart. Oh, God. Oh, God. What a fucking weird fantasy to have. Bro, 2024 was awesome. It was the best year of my life so far. Yes. It was fucking awesome. Just like every other year, it was filled with ups and downs, but many more ups than downs. I think that's the hallmark of a good year. It's to have, you know, a good attitude, to just keep going forward. You know, because, you know, life sucks. Life is bad to you sometimes. That's just the way it goes. Life isn't always good. But it was a fantastic year. I mean, I moved to Thailand. I mean, and my life is still getting better every fucking day, thankfully. Yeah. You know, I reconnected with God, which is awesome. I made a lot of money this year, thankfully. You know, met a lot of amazing people. Yeah, and put the foundations in place for next year. And I'm doing that now. Yeah. It's great. I can't speak Thai yet, but I'm gonna go to school in February, and it'll be great. I'll be learning a new language. I never would have thought actually that the next language I'd be learning would be Thai, but that's the way it goes. Yeah. So hopefully 2025 will be the year I learn to speak Thai, a whole new language. It's great. My shoulder hurts. Right now the biggest, worry I have at this moment is where am I going to spend New Year's Eve? You know, that's not a bad problem to have. Yeah. Can we get some good questions in here? Like, let's actually, y'all know if you guys ask good questions, I'm gonna answer it. I'm looking at the, chat messages right now, and it's just not very good questions at the moment. Oh, what's up, Kat? How you doing, dude? I'm gonna have to start Googling or asking Chat GPT for good questions so I can talk about them. Oh, Patrick sent $5. Thanks, man. Appreciate you, Patrick. Hey, how you doing? Quick question: which government do you prefer, USA or Canada? Bro, absolutely USA. We're getting political again. Okay, but okay, fine. Let's get a bit political. Yeah, bro, the American government, is like miles and miles and miles, and yes, I said miles, not kilometers, better than the Canadian government. Absolutely. Like, it's not even close, bro. I mean, compare the economies. Let's start there. Yeah. I mean, I'm like every government has problems. I'm not saying one is perfect and the other isn't. Like they all have really bad problems, but they do a lot of good things too. Like they do a lot of things well also, and that's never really gets talked about because no one really cares about the good things that the government does well. Everyone is always shitting on their governments, including myself, by the way. Like I've shat on the Canadian government, American government a lot as well, but they do good things too. Absolutely. So, yeah. I mean, man, I've talked so much about how bad life in Canada has gotten, and I'm honestly, at this point, I'm tired of talking about it because it's just a broken record at this point. Like, the problems are there, and it's sad to see, you know. I remember when I was in Texas, in Houston, me and some friends we went up to Oklahoma to ride, I forget the name of it, like dune buggies pretty much. Like, but there was another name for them. Oh my God. How did I forget the name? Like really cool dune buggies. And at one point I was giving us directions on the GPS and I'm like, okay, turn right in 2 kilometers. And there's 3 other Americans in the car. And as soon as I said that, they all turn around and they're all like in unison, kilometers. I'm like, oh yeah, we're in America now. I think it was called like a side swipe or something like that, or I don't remember the name, man. It was such a cool experience though, man. It was really, really cool. Yeah, man. Those guys, man, in Houston, my friends in Houston, my childhood friends, that was a really special time seeing them again. Yeah. That's another cool thing that happened in 2024 is I saw them again. Yeah. Yeah, side by sides. Yes. Side by Sides. That was the name of that. Your Real Dad and Cradle King. Yeah. Yeah, bro, it was a really, really cool experience. They are such good drivers, these guys. Man, crazy. Yeah. My favorite TV show growing up. Ooh, that's a good one. Prison Break was one I watched a lot. Yeah. In terms of cartoons, SpongeBob. Like, I'll still watch SpongeBob to this day. It's awesome, bro. SpongeBob is friggin' awesome. Jimmy Neutron was the shit for so long. So good, bro. Do I think Canada will get better? It's gonna get, I mean, it's gonna get better than it is now, but that's not really saying much. It really isn't, dude. Like, the Conservatives alone can't fix this problem. I don't think anybody can. You know, it's just the way it goes. I mean, there's such a lack of cohesion and cooperation in Canada between governments. Like, it's I mean, America has that too. Like, they have many governments. Like, they have federal, state, municipal, county governments in America. You know, Canada, we have three: federal, provincial, and municipal, and they never work well together. Like, I mean, they work well together to some extent, but for the most part, their lack of cooperation heavily overshadows their actual cooperation. Yeah, and that's so evident now in the housing crisis going on. You know. So I made the short, I think 2 days ago, of talking about how America and Canada, you know, they should join, and Canada should become the 51st state. I think it's a good idea. I really do. I don't think it's gonna ever happen. But I mean, dude, we got a chance as Canada to join a global superpower. I mean, think about the land we would have. And I'm not saying like it's got to all be the same. Like, I'm sure it's going to be very different still. Like, it doesn't have to be a complete, okay, Canada is now America. Like, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of still economic differences, immigration policies, educational policies. I'm sure those are still going to be different, but an economic union of sorts, maybe a common passport that citizens of both countries could apply to and do business, you know, across the border with each other. I think something like that is actually a very good idea. And, you know, that video I made, I mentioned how America has better education. And, you know, I was reading some of the comments, and, you know, people didn't seem to agree with that. It's like, no, Canada has better education. And I'm like, it doesn't actually, though, man. Like, as someone who's been to school in America and Canada, I think the American educational system is much better. I really do think that, because let's start out from high school onwards, right? So in America, if you're a high school student, if you're in grade 9, all they tell you is SAT scores, GPA. That's the two main things, right? But also, extracurriculars come into play. Like, if you're an athlete, universities look at that. They value that when they're actually applying, like when they're actually evaluating whether or not you should go to their school. If you're someone, you know, who's a good spelling bee, like a contestant, they look at that. Those things matter. If you do a lot of community service hours, those things matter when going to university. And I think that all in the 4 years you're in high school, you have a chance to build character. You have a chance to make yourself better, put yourself in a situation where you actually have a good chance of succeeding and going to a good school. Now, in Canada, see, at the time when I was a student, I thought it was better, but now looking back, I don't think it is. In Canada, the only things that matter when going to university is the average grade of your grade 12 classes. That's it, which literally means you can coast through grade 9 and grade 10 and most of grade 11. You can just go and, you know, get D minuses the entire time. And as long as you pass, you're going to be good. Grade 11, you might take 1 or 2 grade 12 courses, which would help you increase your average to get into university. But you can fail the rest of your grade 11 classes. And you're in grade 12, okay, you're like, okay, let me actually go get like an A minus now, like a B now. And there's also not as much daily homework in Canada. It's mostly like project based. Okay, like this one's worth 10%, that's worth 20%. Where in America, you have a lot more daily homework assignments you got to get done. And in Canada, based on what you get, based on the grades you get in grade 12, you get to go to, pretty much any Canadian university you want to go to, as long as you're not stupid. I mean, dude, I got into U of T, which is one of the best universities on paper in the world. I think it's like top 20 right now. And I had, I think, like a high 70s average in grade 12. So, like, it wasn't even that impressive. Like, I mean, just, if you can hold a fork, you can go to York. You can also get probably high 70 averages. It's not that hard, but it doesn't make you smarter. You don't build character through that. Now, when it comes to student loans, that's a whole different argument because, yeah, America fucks people over with student loans. They absolutely do. Like, so much worse than Canada does. There's no reason university should be that expensive. It's a really broken system in that regard. But I think they're raising people to actually go and want to at least try and be something. Where in Canada, you're not really ever told, like, I mean, how like Americans always complain, oh, like we're always built to a system. We got to serve the country. You're raising us to be a 9-to-5 worker. Go to Canada. You're going to see what a real system who raises 9-to-5 workers really looks like. Yeah. Like in Canada, you're never pretty much ever told to shine on your own. Yeah, because it's kind of, it's looked down upon, dude. And the government doesn't like that either. Like they don't try to help you out if you're someone who shines on their own. Yeah. I think America really is the most misunderstood country on the planet and the most misunderstood people on the planet. American people are fucking awesome. They really are. Like, I've never once had a bad trip to America. I've enjoyed it every time. I've met amazing people in all the cities I've been to. When I lived there, when I was a kid, it was a fantastic experience. I mean, American media is fucking horrible. Like, it is worse than any country's media I've ever seen. They are so divisive. I mean, American social media is kind of the same way now. It's so divisive as well. But, I mean, dude, in general, Americans are just, people, looking to make a living, and they do treat outsiders well. Like, don't believe everything you see on the internet. I mean, it's not really real, or the narrative they're giving you isn't the real one. Like, in reality, American people are very, very fucking awesome. Like, if you go and talk to an American person as a foreigner and you want to, they will tell you so much about the country. Like, they will be entertaining. They will be welcoming. Yeah, like, it's always a good time whenever I've been there. In every state. And I've been to many states. Never once had an issue. That's actually why I recommend traveling to everybody, because when you travel, you really see that so much of the stuff you get told on social media and real news media, or like actual like cable media, is bullshit. Like, it's not real. They have to have, it's the classic story plot of good guy, bad guy. Especially now, it's like people are always making themselves out to be a good guy, and the people they're shitting on is the bad guy. And they don't care if they got to lie to make their point. And they do always fucking lie. It's fucking bullshit. And unfortunately, there is an uneducated audience that believes it. And it's fucking sad to see. And they live in the online world because the real world scares them. Like I said before, During times of stress, scared individuals bunch together. It's a sign of weakness. That's a Conor McGregor. That's a Conor McGregor quote, by the way. Yeah, it's very true. Jerome, thank you. Oh, he sent Indonesian money. Thank you, bro. Hello, your videos are entertaining. They made my day a lot. Well, thanks, bro. I'm happy to hear that. I will never forget that time your video made me consume baklava. It was insanely good. Keep making content. It's entertaining. Awesome, bro. Thank you. And hey, I remember that video. That was that was almost a year ago, man. Hey, let's go. I'm happy you had baklava. So good, bro. I love baklava. It's fantastic. I'm happy you had that experience, dude. Dude, stop trying to fix people in the comment section. Like, just, let them be. If they're being dickheads, they're being dickheads. If you want to, Cheese or Cat, I saw Cat in here earlier. If you guys want to ban people, you are free to do that. If they're annoying you, you are free to ban them. Again, they just want attention, bro. That's why they're saying dumb shit. They want attention because their real life is garbage. They don't get enough attention in real life. And, they have this distorted thinking that everything is about them. And when they're stupid, they say, outrageous shit. People usually focus on them. And they're trying to do the same thing here. But I'm like, nah, dude, shoo, you little worm. Get out of here. Like, if you see a worm, imagine you're walking on the street and you see a worm. You don't say hello to the worm. You don't step on it because it's going to get your shoe dirty. You just keep walking. You pretend like it wasn't even there because it's a fucking worm. It's slimy and it's disgusting. So, treat the dick bags on social media the same way because they're worms. And they wish they could be like us, but they're too, downtrodden on their own misery to realize the blessings they really have. Yeah. And they can't rise up to our level, so they got to try and drag us down to their inchworm levels. I'm sure there's going to be some responses to that in the comments now that I just said that, from those worms. Okay, Tamesh, you're just actually making numbers up now. This guy is like day 124 of trying to say hi. You made that up. You made that up, man. But it's okay. I'll say hi to you, Tamesh. This chat is the worst of the worst. We've had some much, much, much worse chats, bro. I remember. Yeah. Some of them have been fucking really bad. Like, this one's still kind of tame, compared to the other ones. But, yo, respect the mods, man. The mods have power. Yeah. Like, they got the power to give you the boot, so give them respects. What places have I visited and what was your favorites? That's a good question. I visited a lot of places. I mean, mainly in America and Canada. I'm diversifying now to Southeast Asia as well. My favorite place I visited, I mean, my favorite trip was going to Vegas for UFC 300. That was a fantastic experience. Um, I think Thailand is honestly one of the coolest places I visited just because, I think it's a very, very, very different world than anything else I've seen, especially a city like Bangkok. Bro, there is nothing that I've seen in the world that comes close to how amazing Bangkok is. New York is a candidate. I mean, New York is phenomenal. It's amazing, but Bangkok is the most technologically advanced city I've ever been to. And it's in Asia. It's in Southeast Asia. Like in America and Canada, it was kind of dragged, I mean, like kind of like drilled down our throats that, oh, we're the best, we're so developed, Asia is a third world, countries, full of third world countries. It isn't like that at all. Like, technology here is so much more advanced than it is back home. It really is. And it's also the land of smiles here. Like, people are very friendly, like, to each other. So this is actually something I've looked into a lot as to like why. I mean, for example, you walk around any city in Canada, people are, they're kind of wearing their stress on their face, walking around, not trying to make any eye contact, never really giving any genuine smiles to anybody. And you come here, it's so different, man. Like, people are actually very friendly. Like, even, people who are collecting garbage, people who are selling hot dogs on the streets, they're so friendly. They're just happy. And of course, it rubs off on you. It makes you feel better too when you're among that energy. Unless you've been here, you can't really know what I'm talking about right now, but it's so true. Like, we bond over negativity in the Western world. It's a very common bonding thing. It's how we, our friends bond over negative shit, like how bad work was, how bad the traffic was, how bad the weather is, how bad their boss is, how shitty their pay is, and they drink over this shit. Here, it's not as, I mean, that exists here too, but they don't bond over negative things here. They bond much more over positive things. I think it's a big cultural difference. And it's why the people who move here, they don't want to go back. I've met so many expats who live here, who've lived here for many, many, many years. And they all say the same thing. They hate going back home because they got to leave here. They got to go back to that, kind of down energy place that thinks they're the best in the world when they're really not. So, yeah. So honestly, dude, I recommend to all of you, save up like $2,000. Anyone can do that, by the way. Go get like a seasonal job, a part-time job, put money aside, a week at a time, 2 weeks at a time. Book a trip to Thailand. And $2,000 from anywhere in America or Canada or England or whatever, Australia, whatever Western world you're in, or anywhere you're in really, that $2,000 will pay for your flight, for your stay, for your food, and you'll have a very good time for at least 2 weeks, if not longer, for $2,000. Now, if you want to spend $2,000 in America, you want to go on a vacation, if you have $2,000 and you want to go on a vacation to LA, you're going to spend that money in like 3 or 4 days, maybe less than that even. But here, dude, you can have a meal for $2. You can stay in a hotel for like 10, 20 bucks a night. If you can spend 20 or 30 bucks a night, you can get your own room. You want to spend like 10 bucks a night, you got to stay in a hostel with like maybe a few other people in the room, but it's possible. You want to travel around the country, it's very possible to do it for very cheap, and you're going to go back home with an incredible experience. I hope, people watch my traveling videos and they realize how beautiful the world really is and how awesome the people in it really are. Because, yeah, like people are, Robert Greene says this really well. People are desperate to kind of break out of their routines. You know, they want an adventure. They want a fantasy, if you will. They want to live, they want to do something that's going to make them feel and engage their primal side. Like, it's going to excite them. It's going to genuinely be exciting. Like, there's not really anything exciting about going to the pub with your friends. But when you're traveling to a different country or a whole new place, that's exciting. You know, you don't know what's going to happen. Like, part of that excitement is the fear of not knowing what's going to come. Without that, I don't think it's possible to have that, you know, desire fulfilled. So I think everyone needs to travel more. And because it's so, like, media entertainment is kind of cheap. It really is. Like, I mean, all this news stories about, you know, covering the world, it's kind of cheap in a sense because you're not really living the actual thing. You're kind of just feeling some of the emotions that's associated with it, but you're not actually living it. And when you live it, the veil gets lifted and you can never look at the world the same again because you have a whole new perspective and experience. So, yeah, dude, I think you should do that. That's a Canadian bingo. Yep. What do I think of the people who make up rumors about you? So at first, I was angry about it because, you know, like, nobody really wants to hear that when it's not true. Like, shit gets made up about them and it's not true at all. But people believe it like it's true because, you know, as crazy as it is and as much misinformation as there is today, people believe everything they hear on the internet, which is fucking bonkers. But I've kind of come to realize that it's a rite of passage as a content creator. Yeah. Because when you're successful as a content creator, you know, you have naturally people trying to take you down because, well, you make them insecure through a screen, first off. But second, when they talk about you, others listen. So they are making money to talk about, you know, me. And they have no desire to be truthful. You know, like, they're trying to be as negative as possible, make up as much shit as possible. And they're praying that I'm going to notice and respond to them because that's going to, then they can make a second video saying I responded and make up a lot more lies, you know, because I mean, in the crazy world of online commentary, if you respond to one of these idiots and you say you lied, that idiot goes and makes a response video about how you responded and how you calling them out for lying is actually you bullying them. Because, you know, snowflakes are everywhere. So it's a rite of passage because that means you're successful. Yeah, when others talk about you and they get money to talk about you, that means you're fucking doing great. So, yeah, dude, it's just, it's something, you know, I've learned that it's going to keep happening because I'm going to keep getting more and more successful. I'm not going to stop. Are you kidding me? And that's why I'm hoping, you know, like, my true fans, the people who watch me for my content, like, they know, you know, who I am. You know, they don't believe that bullshit. But there's a corner of the internet that does. And all they want to do is just, you know, be as negative and as toxic as possible. So, yeah, it's just, yeah, that's just what it is, dude. And every successful content creator, by the way, has this. So that's what I'm saying. It's a rite of passage. Like, when it first happened to me, I wasn't ready for it. And, you know, they're going to make shit up. They're going to pull shit out of their ass. I mean, look at Marques Brownlee. Like, they're trying to cancel him. They've been trying to cancel him for a long time. They're trying to, you know, talk about all the bad shit that he's done, just making shit up, or talk about the things that he's done in a very negative light. because they don't like him succeeding. And when they talk about him, it gets some views. Yeah. So, can you guys imagine? I mean, dude, it's fucking crazy. Like someone like a KSI, for example, like someone who is that level of fame, if he writes one tweet about somebody or responding to a situation, it sends the commentary community into a frenzy. And they all make videos, oh, his career is over. His career is done. How he lost 97% of his audience. It's over. It's done. Like, it's a bunch of clout chasers who wish they were as successful as he is, but they won't be. You know, yeah. It's all, yeah, again, it's the sad reality of why commentary sucks nowadays. It's why good commentators, like good YouTube commentators, are leaving the community. They're doing other things. Ray William Johnson, Ludwig, you know, for example, me as well. Like, we're all doing different things now because we realize that, you know, the commentary community it's just, the more toxic you are, the more you lie, the more successful you are, which is fucking weird. Yeah. Yeah, and also, too, traveling is more fun than making commentary videos. Yeah. Oh, my arm hurts. Thank you, by the way, for the shirt compliment. I appreciate that. Yes. Dun, 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 dun. So yeah, that's actually a good thing. I got the rite of passage now. Yeah, others are talking about me because talking about me is now a business. Yeah, that's the level of fame that I'm at now. I've transcended. That's the way it goes, buddy. If you book a trip to Thailand, can we do a fan meetup? I don't know. Not against it. I mean, maybe. Depends on if there's enough people. The real flower boy just sent money and then retracted the message. Interesting. Okay, well, thanks for your support anyway, man. Skibbity Fortnite Rizzler. This guy, oh my God, man. And his comment is Skibbity Sigma. Well, thank you. Appreciate that, dude. Have I ever got a shirt, then it just shrinks? Yes. Yes. I'm going to Bali. Yeah, I have plans to go there in 2025. Yeah. What do I think of brain rot? I think I don't think people are taking it as seriously as they should. Yeah. Kind of sad. I mean, the fact that it's the 2024 word of the year is, I think, disturbing. It really is because, you know, it's kind of erasing people's ability to think critically, which is really sad. You know, look, have you guys ever seen that movie Idiocy? If you haven't, you got to watch it. It is disturbing how accurate that movie is. It portrays, I think it was made in 06 or 05, and it portrays how the future of the world is going to look. And it was a comedy movie when it came out, but now it's become more of like a documentary on the world, on the state of the world today, and it's fucking weird, man. Disturbing. Yeah. Do I like Turkish food or Thailand's food more? I think Thailand has better food, I gotta say. I mean, as amazing as Turkish food is, I love Turkish food. It's fantastic. The one difference between Turkish food and Thai food is that Thai food is much lighter than Turkish food. Like Turkish food, you eat it, you gotta go sit down because it's really heavy and really buttery, very sugary, the desserts. But Thai food is very light and it tastes amazing. You know, they both taste amazing. The Rats Mafia. Can you make a video about the Russian Civil War? I'll check it out. Maybe. Yeah. He lied about living in Thailand, guys. He's living in South Africa. uh, that's right there is an example of the brain art we were talking about earlier. Yeah. How do I keep my hair so luscious? It's simple. I use invisible hairspray. Yeah. It works very well. It's so luscious, you know. Need some water. Waterboy, I can name every US state and their capitals. Yeah, dude. I went to school in America for over 7 years, like elementary and middle school. Like it was drilled into me, the state names and capitals. And New Zealand is not an American state. Not going to become the 52nd state. Is there anything I miss about Canada? I miss my friends and my family. Definitely. But in terms of like the actual country itself, there really isn't anything I miss. No. Thank you, Master Chief Gaming. I like your videos, says. Appreciate you, brother. You know, recently I've been like this month especially, I've been kind of reminiscing on, you know, life, cuz like I'm almost 30 now. You know, like life is I'm getting older, man. And you know, looking back on my life, one of the coolest things I ever did was being an older brother. You know, I have 3 younger sisters. I'm the oldest one, I'm the only guy, and you know, I'll look back on some old family photos every now and then. I'll just get kind of, you know, kind of like a little bit misty-eyed because, man, it was really cool to have had been an older brother at some point in my life. You know, like 2 of my siblings are much younger than me, like more than 10 years younger. So I kind of had to raise them with my parents. You know, like I was changing their diapers, feeding them. And to see them now, you know, old, it's been really cool, you know, and yeah, being an older brother was awesome, man. It was a really, really enriching and cool experience. And if anyone in here is right now, if you're an older sibling, or if you have siblings, man, cherish those moments, man, because it's gonna be over. You know, you're not gonna all live in the same house after a certain period of time. You know, everyone's going to be doing their own thing. And then you're going to look back at the memories, you know, take a lot of photos, you know, because the more photos you have, the more you can reminisce. I mean, it was a privilege to be an older brother, you know, and I love my sisters so much and I miss them, man. I know they're doing really well. I talk to them and yeah, man, it's just life goes on, you know, everyone goes their own path. Yeah. Anyway, I'm getting a bit emotional, you know. Do I have any plans for New Year's traditions? Not particularly, Music Man Sam. Yeah. Womp womp. Yeah, womp womp. Mm. So I actually bought back when I had a computer in Canada, like I had a gaming computer, and I bought the Elden Ring DLC, Shadow of the Air Tree. I spent 53 Canadian dollars on that game. I didn't even play it. Yeah. At that point, I was like, okay, you know what? Like I'm really not a gamer anymore, man. Like Sometimes like I'll go to like a lounge because they got them here in Thailand. You can go to a lounge, you can chill and play video games too. Like they have big TVs with PlayStation 5s and all of them. And I'll play a game of FIFA or some Spider-Man, you know, like Miles Morales. And after 20 minutes, I'll get just so insanely bored. I'll be like, man, I can't play this. Like, it's boring. So, yeah. I'm just not a gamer anymore, man. It's just not, you know, fun anymore. Well, Cheese Stealer, tell Oscar I say hello, and I appreciate his support. Good men. Good men. What's happening in the world today? Let's check it out. Let's check out some... I was saying earlier, you know, not to check out mainstream news, and that's what I'm doing right now. Fucking Christ. Because it's entertaining. It's bullshit, but it's entertaining. Yeah, everyone's talking about Jimmy Carter. Oh, you know what? Let's talk... Oh, NFL. Bro, the fucking Colts, man. Like, how the fuck do you lose to a team that's trying to lose? Like, goddamn, man. Like, it is so fucking hard being a Colts fan. God damn it. I mean, fuck. And they, like, it's not like they lost by a little. They fucking allowed 45 points. Like, just, god damn you. Pretty Big Back says, how do you deal with haters? Because people are hating on my vids and I might quit. I have depression too. Bro, this is not an easy job. Like, it's a very real situation. You got to be a bit of a psychopath, you know. Because 1 to 2% of your audience is going to be haters, no matter who you are. And, you know, for years... no one's going to care about what they say. I mean, it's only going to be real if you make it real. But they're going to always be there. So don't focus so much on the 1 and 2% of haters. Focus instead on the 98, 99% of your audience who actually likes you and your content. Yeah. I mean, you know, you're going to have haters no matter what you do. And the more successful you are, the more you're going to have haters because... it's percentage-based. It's going to keep growing. And when you get to a certain point, they're going to start making videos about you, you know, because you make them money. Yeah, it's because of your success, others are making money because how successful you have been. Of course, they will never admit that because, you know, they're a bunch of inchworms. But yeah, I mean, they wouldn't hate on you. They wouldn't talk about you if there was somebody else worth talking about. So they talk about you because you make them money. Yeah. Like, they think they're the saviors. They're like, oh, I'm a good guy. It's like, dude, you're a little nerd that just, you know, sits behind a screen, might not even show their face. Like, you might be a fucking AI, like, for all we know. Just, you know, yeah. And, you know, you think you're on the level that, you know, successful YouTubers who actually did it the right way are. You're not. Don't delude yourself, bud. Yeah. And the thing with these, you know, these haters is they wish they could be you. They wish they could do it, but they can't. So, yeah. You can't pay them any mind, dude. You know, you gotta fucking... And they get everybody eventually. Like I was saying before, it's a rite of passage as a content creator. Like, they come for everybody. No matter who you are, no one is safe. It's going to happen to everybody. It has happened to everybody. You just got to keep moving forward. That's the way it goes. Thank you, Grumpy Monkey. I know I got a beautiful bald head. Yurtta barış, dünyada barış. Yes. Yes. Bro, I am not done with YouTube. What are you talking about, bro? I'm just getting started. Do the thug shaker. You won't. Yeah, you're right. I won't do it. I don't even know what I'm humming right now. Oh, I'm humming Crawling in My Skin. I just realized that. Subconsciously. What a great song. Crawling in my skin. I can't sing it like Chester Bennington can. Rest in peace. Legend. These wounds, they will not heal. Fear is how I fall. What am I doing for LeBron's birthday? Oh, bro. We're going to be buying, we're going to be celebrating his birthday. I don't know what age is turning, but, we're going to buy a cake with his face on it. And we're going to eat that. I keep trying to... Oh, we got a question from the Cheese Stealer. Okay, good question. I keep trying to make content, but I give up constantly due to personal fear. What should I do? Keep making content with fear. Like, fear doesn't stop you unless you let it. Fear is a mile wide and an inch deep. And get out of your own head, by the way. I got to say, get out of your own head. No one is going to be as critical of your content as you are at first. Yeah. Just do it, dude. Just send it out there. If it's bad, it's bad. You're going to make another one anyway. That's the game we play with content. Yeah. Who would win in a fight, me or Penguin Z0? Bro, I love Charlie. I think he is the gold standard of YouTube commentators. One of my favorite YouTubers still. But if we fight, I'm kicking his ass. Sorry. That's just the truth of it. I'm much bigger than he is. So, but hey, it's all love. I'll buy him a beer afterwards and apologize. Who would win, Mr. Beast or T-Series? Isn't that already over? Didn't Mr. Beast already pass them? Yeah. There's no way you're Turkish. You look and sound 100% American. The second part of your sentence is true, but yeah. I mean, I did take a DNA test, and I showed you guys the results that says I'm 87% Turkish, right? Yeah. So, yani. Olur bazen böyle şeyler ya. Olacak o kadar. Though my Turkish is getting rustier and rustier because I don't really speak it that much anymore. I mean, I still know it really well, but like, yeah. Uh, have I ever been skiing? Yes. I actually injured my knee from that. Do you hate iPad kids? No. You know what's it's kind of strange now. I mean, like when I was growing up, like I'm 29 now. I got my first phone in grade 6. Yeah, and my friends, we didn't really get on social media until we were in like grade 9, grade 10. So like we were just getting on Facebook at that time. Before it was MSN Messenger. Some people had MySpace, but it wasn't really a big thing. And then Facebook comes along, and then towards the end of high school, Instagram was getting big. Um, uh, what's the word? So now, so like my generation, we didn't grow up completely with social media, with this online world, right? But this new generation coming up now, they know how to use iPads before they can even talk. And that's just the way it is. That's not going to change. Like, I mean, it's made parents' lives easier in many senses, I think, having an iPad. But it's also, it's changing the dynamics of how, I guess, parents are, of how kids are being raised. Yeah, MC Squared remembers MySpace. He remembers MySpace, the good old days. So I think I don't know what the situation. I don't know what the solution is to this problem, because I mean, one of the golden rules we always had growing up was don't believe everything you hear on the internet. That was something that was drilled into your brain repeatedly, like of my generation. But now, bro, the internet is their life. Like it's everything to them. It's how it's their entertainment. It's their information. It's their school. It's their community. It's everything. So they don't at all grow up learning how to differentiate between what's true and what's not, what's right and what's wrong, or something that's complete bullshit and something that's actually true. And you can't do those things in the online world. Like you can't learn how to form healthy relationships with friends or with other people online. You just can't do that. You got to be in person. You got to read people's body language. You got to listen to the tone of their voice, to what they're saying, because so much of communication is nonverbal. And you can't really have those interactions in the online world. I mean, it's going to be very limited. So I don't know what's going to happen. I mean, if I had a kid right now, I would absolutely not get him an iPad. I mean, not at least until he or she is much older, because that's how brain rot begins. Like you rot their brain before it's even formed. And it's sad. Like I had a lot of hope for Gen Alpha. Like even in like streams years ago, I would say, you know what? I'll give them a chance. Like this, it's just coming up, this generation. They're still very young. I think they have a lot of great potential. I think they still do. But, they have a lot of problems in the way. And that's not even to mention that they're going to have to start living in the real world at some point. And, the real world is rough, dude. It can be really, really rough. I mean, especially for someone just starting out. I know it was really rough for me, just because you realize, okay, you got to get a certain amount of money every month to afford to pay your expenses. And you look at the world and you're like, okay, like, what do I want to do for the rest of my life? And I don't know. What are my friends doing? I don't know. Some are just, doing bullshit, getting high, getting drunk. Some are buying houses. Some are getting married. Some are working 24/7. It's a really confusing time, so I think it's going to be a really, really, really big reality check when the first of the Gen Alpha kids start actually having to get a job. Like, you're not going to hear them saying, put the fries in the bag, bro, because they're going to be putting the fries in the bag for a paycheck. And that's the way it goes. And they're going to learn not to disrespect hardworking employees of a fast food restaurant like that, because they're going to realize how hard it really is. So, yeah. Am I friends with other YouTubers? Yeah, bro. I know many. Yeah, MC squared. This man knows. Dağ başını duman almış, gümüş dere durmaz akar. Güneş ufukta şimdi doğar, yürüyelim arkadaşlar. Lay 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 lay, sesimizi yer göksu dinlesin. Sert adımlarla her yer inlesin. Bro, I'll have hair again soon, guys. Don't worry. Oh, it's KeyJX. Yo, I haven't heard from this guy in such a long time. What's up, man? How you doing? KeyJX says, what do you say Happy New Year in your language? Mutlu yıllara. Yeah, like it's to Happy New Year, I guess, is what you could say, KeyJX. Yeah. Yılbaşın kutlu olsun. Like, you know, Happy New Year. Yeah. Good to see you again, dude. You think I look better bald? Wait till you see me with hair. It's going to be great. Seeing a lot of fake news in the chat right now. That's the good thing about what I do, is I am so good at differentiating fake news now. It's fantastic. Other day, I watched Pacific Rim for the first time. Yeah, you guys seen that movie? Pacific Rim? I think it was made in like 2010 or 2012 or something like that. I think it's a fantastic movie. I thought it was great. Yeah. I mean, first off, the music is fucking awesome. Like, it fits that movie so well. And the effects are... The CGI of that movie is one of the best I've ever seen. Like, amazing CGI. Yeah. The story is, you know, kind of normal, but again, like, the story is, it's kind of the secondary thing, but man, it's a really cool concept. I thought it was really, really well made. Yeah. Pacific Rim. I mean, there's a lot of, you know, plot holes for sure, but I don't want to focus on those, you know. Did you guys know Ali Coca uses his fans for money and fame? Oh, wow. This guy cracked a secret. Ooh, wow. This guy is very smart. Yeah. This guy is very smart, bro. It's like, imagine if, I mean, I guess I would have to turn off how many views I get and the amount of subs I get for you guys to see, you know, how famous I really am not. And I would have to demonetize all my videos. Yeah. Mm. Yeah, I mean, Brock, you're right, right? I mean, that is kind of the point. The point is when you're a content creator that you're gonna have you're that you're gonna be making money and have a certain level of fame. Mm-hmm. See? That guy's brain, whoever said that comment is like just it's not even worth mentioning how rotted it is. Me acknowledging his comment probably made his month. It's okay though. See, I support the inchworms too, guys. Don't ever say I don't. Yeah. I give charity to inchworms by acknowledging their existence sometimes. KeyJX, my guy. Hey, thank you, man, for your support, dude. I appreciate you. It's good to see you live again, and make sure you take a day off on the New Year Eve day and okay. Yeah, bro. I don't know if I will. We'll see. We'll see. But thank you for your support, dude. Will I ever retire from YouTube? We'll see. Right now, I don't have any plans to. Am I still friends with Badur? Oh, you remember his name? Nice. Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. He's doing great. He's in Canada. I talked to him actually a few days ago. Yeah. He's doing fantastic. I'm happy to hear. I hope he comes and visits Thailand soon. It'd be great to see him again. Remember how we used to have to crawl out of the bars back in the day because we were so wasted? Yeah, bro. Those were some times. Yes. Yeah, I was crawling out of a bar alongside a silhouette, you know, like like a blocked NPC, you know, because I had no idea who I was crawling out with. Happens sometimes. Yeah. Do you jork it? This guy said jork. Yeah, Cheese Stealer was there too, but we were all crawling out. Yeah. It was an improv scene for a comedy show. Yeah. Bro, I've been all over the US. Yes, not just Chicago and New York. I've been all over. Thank you, Slacker Supreme. Appreciate you, brother. Happy you find joy in my videos. What is the most interesting thing you learned about Thailand? That's a good question. The most interesting thing I learned about Thailand. Stereotypes are not real. Yeah. That's like, it kind of confirmed that. I mean, I already had my suspicions when I was traveling to America a lot, but, you know, coming here really, really confirmed that because, you know, the Thai stereotype, it's that it's all, you know, it's all ladyboys everywhere. And that's not true at all. Like, if you're into that stuff, go to Canada. You're going to find a lot more, you know, of course, in Canada, they don't call themselves ladyboys, you know, but you're going to find a lot more of that in Canada than you will in Thailand. That's for sure. AFL, American, like the Arena Football League, that one. Yeah, bro. Thank you, Cheese Stealer. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you for being a fantastic mod, dude. Have a great rest of your holidays. I hope you have a fantastic New Year, man. I'll see you next year. That joke will never stop ever being made. I'll see you next year. Yeah. Next year, you know. Can you do armpit farts? Oh my God. I haven't thought about that like in so long. We used to do those when I was a kid. You know, thinking we were so funny. Would I come back to Canada when Pierre becomes PM? I mean, I'll come back. I don't know if I want to live there. I mean, I think it's better to live in other parts of the world right now. What redeeming quality would you say Justin Trudeau has? He doesn't let outside criticism get to him, ever. He just keeps going down the path he's on, no matter how destructive it is for everybody else. He ignores the outside noise exceptionally well, I will say. So he'd make a good YouTuber, a good content creator. Most interesting thing about Montreal. Ooh, good questions coming up now. Oh, what's up, Go Celtics? Suh, dude. Good to see you back, my guy. Interesting thing about Montreal. It's got the most culture out of any Canadian city that I've been to. Yeah. It's because, they have a lot of Francophone culture, French Canadians. It's very cool. It's also... Man, to this day, it's still very, very cool to see. I've never seen people from any other city that can switch between languages as efficiently as people from Montreal can. Because, many people in Montreal, they speak more than 2 languages. They speak usually 3 or 4 because, English and French, but also many of them also have like a home language. Like they might be from Egypt or... I don't know, like Russia. So like they speak 3 languages and they'll be speaking 3 languages in the same sentence, like switching back and forth between the 3. And it's just like, you're like, what the fuck? And the other guy is understanding what he's saying. It's really cool. It's really cool to hear. Yeah. Have I ever played My Singing Monsters before? I don't know what that is. What is that? Could you put a screenshot of me in your next shorts? It depends on what the screenshot is, bruv. It depends. Depends. The worst video game character since I made my favorite ones. The worst one. Like the most disappointing one, or like just like the most evil? I guess I'll think about this for a second. Because like if you hate a character, that means they're a good character. Yeah. Let me think. Oh, fucking Odin from God of War Ragnarok. Fuck that guy. Yeah, that guy is a fucking prick and a half. Fucking worthless bitch. But Thor was a fucking amazing character, bro. Yeah. Yeah, Micah Bell is a dickhead too. Trying to think. Other video game characters that were not good. Oh, Patches from the Dark Souls Elden Ring games. He's a dickhead. Fuck that guy. He's an insult to bald people everywhere. What is the Hawk Tuah girl even doing now? It's honestly, bro, it's sad to see because, like, man, it's... I was a defender of her. I was like, man, good for you for, you caught a lucky break, right? Like she was working in a bed spring factory and she got lucky. Like she went insanely viral to the point where she was given so much money had a new podcast, even though it was complete bullshit, was supported by the Pauls, who have a lot of money, and she just had to fucking go and, pull that fucking scam. Like, it's fucking sad, bro. It's fucking stupid, man. I did hear Robert Herjavec say this, that he'd rather be lucky than be good. Because when you're lucky, man, that can elevate you to levels like being good never could. It's like that in business, and it's like that in like the online world too. If you're lucky, boom. Can you guys imagine how many years it would have taken the Hawk to a Girl to actually get online fame the way she has now? Like, she would have had to make content for years and years. But, one video with her friends when she was drunk, boom. Next thing you know, she's a meme and everyone's talking about it. And boom, like, it's crazy. Today's your birthday? Well, happy birthday, bruv. Happy birthday, bruv. My wrist hurts now from holding my phone for so long. Some Chicano scripts. What meme is better? Bad Luck Brian or Penguin Z0 Woo? Definitely the Woo. The Woo is iconic. Woo! Yeah, that's what I'm talking. Oh, yeah, baby, that's what I'm talking about. That's how it goes. Woo! Yeah, baby, that's what I'm talking about. Boom. I can't do it as well as he can, obviously, but yeah. Okay, I'm gonna ask. Let me see. Interesting questions to ask, because I'm not getting any from the chat right now, so I gotta, get some of my own here. Let's ask AI. Let's go, AI. Get to work, bud. All right, what does AI say? Okay, let me ask you guys some questions, and then I'll give you guys my answers. If you could travel to any time in human history, go back into the past, where would you go and why? Let's hear this. Let's hear it. What do we got? You got to also say why. You can't just say year and then, oh, yeah. You got to say why. That's part of the game. "2020 fun, playing games all day with the boys was fun." Yeah, LAN lobbies, I'm guessing. Split screen action, Call of Duty. 1923, because the year the Turkish Republic was established. And Atatürk. Yes, good time. Good time. 1776, to fight for America in the American Revolution. Ooh. Damn. Nice. I would travel back to 2012 and buy 1,000 Bitcoin. Yeah, that's what I would do. If I had 1,000 Bitcoin, how much would that be worth right now? How much would that be worth? That would be worth No, that's not right. That's that's only one. I said 1,000, not one. Oh, almost $1 billion apparently. Yeah, 900 million dollars. Yeah, yeah. That's not bad money. You know, it's if you got 900 million in the bank, that's really not that bad. Yeah. It'd be fun. All right. Let me ask you guys one more. Oh, here's a good one. If you could create a new national holiday, what would it be? If you could create a new national holiday, what would it be? Let's hear this. 30 BCE, explore the Library of Alexandria. That's good. Bro, this guy is like, man, this guy is super Turkish. Called Kemalis Türk. Super Turkish. International Lowrider Day. That's hilarious. National Potato Day because it's the best vegetable. Okay. International Big Dick Day. Or sorry, no, he said International Dig Big Day. I read that completely wrong. He knows what he's doing, though. A day for respect to dead rappers. Good men. Yeah. National Koja Day where everyone has to go bald. I rate that. Let's go. Let's go. You know what I would do? If I could create a new national holiday, I'd make a day where everyone has to go and travel. Like I'd say, you know what? Don't stay at home. Go do something different. Like travel to the next town over if you can. Go, you know, just have a beer with somebody. You know, have tea with somebody if you don't drink. Yeah. Just chill. That's what I would do. Oh, okay. Here's a good question. If you could swap lives with a fictional character for one day, who would it be and why? Yeah. I did hear about Honey being a scam. It's fucking horrible, man. I used Honey for so long, and to hear that it's actually a scam is very sad. Yeah. Damn. Saitama, because he's overpowered. Yeah, it's true. He'd be the strongest person ever. Goku, so you can beat everyone's ass. Batman. Oh, that's a good one. Definitely. Rich man, Batman. Spider-Man. Good answer, too. Ooh, Arthur Morgan. Yeah, he had a hard life, dude. That guy did not have an easy life. Are you circumcised? Is your mom circumcised? Ask her that question before you ask me. Go ask your mom if she's circumcised. I dare you. Yeah, to that guy. Who said that? Saul. Damn, change your name too, bro. You don't deserve to have a name that cool asking dumb questions like that. Or better yet, you idiot, go and ask your dad if he's circumcised. Oh God, this guy. What a dumb question. If you could be any fictional antagonist, who would you be? That's a good question too. See, we got some good questions now. That's the next question. If you could be any fictional antagonist, who would it be? Any fictional antagonists? There are some really good ones. Thinking there are some really good ones. Damn, I'm trying to. I'm trying to think. Megamind, huh? Alright, that's not bad. Lex Luthor, I thought about that too, but he doesn't have any superpowers. You know, I want to have superpowers if I'm going to be an antagonist. See, I thought about saying Homelander, but bro, the guy has more mommy issues than than the average 14-year-old girl. So, yeah, not Homelander. Because he's a bitch, but you know. Damn, I can't think of one. There are so many good ones too. Any of them that has a lot of money. Yeah, that'd be good. Probably. Vegeta, that's a good one, actually. Vegeta's a good option. Francis from Deadpool, bro. That's a weak answer, bro. That's not a good answer. I wouldn't be Francis. Itachi, that's a good one. He had to kill his family, bro. He had to kill his entire family. You know, that's very traumatizing. I wouldn't want to do that. Damn. Fuck it, let's go Lex Luthor. He's got money and he's smart. Yeah. I'm trying to think of like video game antagonists, like some really good antagonists, and I can't think of any. Man, I just had a nostalgic moment. Sekiro, bro. Sekiro was such a good game. Ah, man, what a game that was. That game was so fucking good. I miss Sekiro. The parry system in that game was next level. Man. Oh, how did I forget that? Magneto, bro. Let's go. I'll be Magneto. Yeah. You'd be Greg. Interesting. Good choice. Okay, well, it's time for the ceiling fetishists to rejoice because I gotta take a piss. So enjoy my ceiling. All right, I'm back. All right. No, I didn't wash my hands because I'm in my own house. I just took a piss in my own house. It's just my dick. It's not fucking dirty. I don't have paws, so no, I didn't wash my paws. By the way, like, you think the people in the chat, like, some of them fucking, like, as they fucking piss all over their hands. Like, no. What, do you fucking piss on your hands? You dirty fuck? Hey. How's my finasteride progress? Good, good, good. It's going good. Today's news on the world stage. Bro, if you're in your own house and you take a piss, you don't got to wash your hands. Just wash them when it gets dirty in your own house. If you're in public, in a public bathroom, then wash your hands for sure. But, you know, your house should be clean enough anyway. Let me see. Can't believe I'm fucking looking at CNN right now. Yeah, I've been getting more and more news from Twitter lately. It's actually not that bad. Just depending on the source you got to get it from. Yeah. Easy Akarsh. January 6th fugitive from Indiana is applying for asylum in Canada. So, what? Bro, what is this? This is straight crazy offbeat shit. From Indianapolis, too. He escaped his prison sentence, you know, when he rioted at the Joe Biden inauguration. Yeah. Let's see. Let's see if he can. Wait, I don't get it. How is he out then? He escaped a prison sentence. Oh, I guess, okay, so he's been charged. He was convicted but never served his sentence. How does that work? How is he not caught then? And he's now making on the news. I think he'll be caught soon then if he was convicted. It's kind of dumb, dude. If you're a fucking felon, you know, who's been sentenced to prison, you've been convicted, you don't come out and publicly state you're trying to get asylum in Canada. That's the fucking dumbest thing ever. Like, you don't, and if you're still in America too, like, what a fucking idiot. I mean, from what I'm reading. God, you got to keep that shit on the DL. Wait, was there another plane crash? Wait, what? Oh, thanks, Logan. Appreciate you, man. Oh, there was on Christmas Day. Not yesterday, but this was... Russia shot a plane. Oh, I did not know this. So the plane was shot down by Russia. It was traveling to Chechnya, but it was shot down, and the reason hasn't been explained why. Oh, man, that's sad, bro. Damn. That's horrible. It was shot down near Kazakhstan. What? Apparently, it was damaged flying over Russian territory. Yeah, and then it crashed into Kazakhstan. Wait, what? Oh, like, not this. Yeah, okay. Very, very west Kazakhstan, like close to Turkey, close to Georgia. I mean, damn. That's bad, bro. Oh, Selim, it's my cousin. What's up, Selim? Abim iyi nasıl seviliyorsun, özledik seni. Ben de seni özledim ya. Umarım her şey iyidir. Kanki. I don't know where in America you are, but I hope it's all good, man. You know, I miss you guys too, dude. On Dallas. Okay, good man. Bro, come to Thailand, man. Come to Thailand. Oh, here's some interesting news about Jimmy Carter. I don't know if this is true or not. It's apparently on his Wikipedia page, but interesting still. Apparently, in 1952, Jimmy Carter led a team of nuclear scientists in disassembling a Canadian nuclear reactor that was undergoing a meltdown. And to accomplish this, Carter, alongside other American military personnel, personally lowered himself into the reactor to disassemble it by hand. That's fucking badass, bro. Wow, that's actually very badass. What did he do before? Actually, he was a humanitarian. Oh, he pardoned. Oh, I didn't. Okay, is that Jimmy Carter pardoned all Vietnam War draft evaders? Wow. Okay, I didn't know that. He was a humanitarian, apparently, in the military. Oh, he was working in submarines. Damn, that's actually badass, bro. Wow. Man, submarine workers are actual, like, badass humans. At the time, the civil rights movement was growing, like, in like the 1950s, 40s, and he was an opponent of racial segregation, which is important. Yeah. Good man. Okay. I didn't know that. So in 1952, he would have been he was in the military when he disassembled that reactor. That actually happened. So pretty much like Chernobyl, that happened in Chernobyl, they stopped it before it got that bad. Yeah. So I don't know if you guys ever watched that show Chernobyl. If you did, there's a scene in that show where soldiers literally climb up to the roof and they remove radioactive graphite, but they only have 90 seconds to do it because if they stay any longer, the radiation exposure is going to be so bad it's going to kill them. So they got to do it in 90 seconds, and then a new batch of soldiers goes in. Then, so what Jimmy Carter apparently did, it was a very similar thing. They had to be, instead of climbing to a roof, they had to be lowered into the basement. And they had to literally get all the crippled and like disassembled radioactive shit out of there in 90 seconds time. Yeah. And apparently his job when he was lowered in was to simply turn a single screw in a highly radioactive area. Damn. Interesting. Interesting. I do know about the elephant's foot. Yes, the most radioactive substance on the planet right now. Yes. If I could collaborate with any YouTuber, who would that be? Right now, I'd love to collaborate with Bald and Bankrupt on a travel video. That'd be awesome. I think he is the greatest travel YouTuber right now on the platform. There are many really good ones, but I think Bald and Bankrupt, the way he tells it, like the authenticity behind, and you can really like clearly see his passion for the places he's discovering along the way. So I like that a lot. Yeah. I mean, he's one of my inspirations for me making travel content, you know, definitely. Would you collab with Drew Binsky? Absolutely. He's great too. I learned something new about Jimmy Carter today. Jimmy Carter. Jimmy Carter. Become a news anchor? Bro, news anchors couldn't pull the views that I pulled. Yeah. They wish. We are nearing 2 hours, guys, and I think I'm gonna end it here. Hey, that's 2 streams in 2 days. I haven't done that in a while. I appreciate y'all tuning in. I wish you guys a very, very happy new year when it reaches us. Hope you guys have a good time. Do not fucking drink and drive. If you're at a party and someone's about to drink and drive, slap the bitch. Doesn't matter if they're a guy or a girl. Stop them from driving drunk. Do not let them drive drunk. Yeah. And don't do it either because, you know, it's not a good thing to do. Anyway, thank you guys for joining. I appreciate y'all. I'll see you next year, I guess. See, I was going to make that joke. It's a good time to make it. Yeah, man. I got a new travel video coming out today. Excited for that. Yeah, dude. 2025 is here. It's crazy. Time is moving so quickly. Who would have thought? It is a Linkin Park shirt. Yes, it is. I know, right? It's fantastic. Anyway, allegiance. Have a great rest of your, day or night wherever you are. I'll see you guys next year.